everybody, we're Mike and Brenda Baker, and today we're here doing a 7 video series on 7 issues that men deal with in remarriage. Now, if you're a lady and you're watching this, it's a great one for you to watch as well, so that you can kind of understand a little bit more on the men's side, what kind of some things that they deal with, so that you can help him to be his personal best while you're being your personal best. Now, I would like to mention that we did have a series that we have in one of the playlists that were 7 issues that women deal with in remarriage. So if you're a lady, go ahead and watch those too, because they're really going to help you to kind of figure out what you want to do in your remarriage.
So, yeah, and as a caveat to that, ladies, this one is comparing yourself to your ex, really. And every guy does it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every guy does it. He may not tell you he's doing it, but every guy does it.
Yeah, so comparing yourself, or a man comparing himself to your ex, is really a pretty difficult situation because men don't typically talk about their feelings. They don't talk about what they're thinking. So this is really going to help a lot of you.
It's because it makes us feel funny. So, comparing yourself to her ex. Now I'm talking to you guys. All right, first thing, and this really applies to marriages and remarriages, but when you're comparing to the ex, it really applies. Are you pursuing your wife? Are you winning her or just trying to win? Okay, and what do I mean by that? Look, I see a lot of lazy dudes who they get the girl, they marry the girl, and then they turn into a lump. Yeah. You know, I mean, yeah, they let themselves go, and I've been guilty of that too. They let themselves go. They don't pursue their wife anymore. All those things they did that drew her in, and now it's gone. And she's like, "Hey, where's my flowers? Hey, where's dinner? Hey, where's date night?" Okay, and those are all failings on your part, by the way, if you're not doing it. So you need to pursue your wife like you're dating her. Now, we've been married 24 years. All right, 25, almost 25 years.
Exciting.
And we are more best friends now than when we got married. We're more close now than when we got married. Why? Because we actively, and we decided this in the beginning, we actively pursued each other throughout the last 24 years. But I think my wife can honestly say, and I don't care if she disagrees with me here, that's fine. Have I actively pursued you for 24 years?
Absolutely. Okay. I
I
would say that Mike's done a better job than I have sometimes because, yeah, I'm not the average woman. And so I do neglect him sometimes in that way. And so I've really been working on it probably for the last 5 years or so to really be a lot better at pursuing him as well. So
it's all good. She makes up for it. So guys, I mean, come on, you put all that effort in. It really doesn't, it's a little bit of effort every day to let your wife know that you're pursuing her. Now, what's this have to do with comparing yourself to her ex? Okay, you're trying to win her, not win her back from him. You already have her. Okay, she wants to be with you. Now you see this dude and you're like, and maybe he likes to show off, maybe for whatever reason that you're comparing yourself to her ex, you just need to stop and realize you've got the girl, pursue the girl. Don't try to win the girl from the ex. You already did that. Okay.
It's just like when you plant a field, you have to really put a lot of nutrients in that ground. There's a lot of things that you have to do before you plant the seeds, right? Well, a marriage is really the same way. If you don't continually put nourishment in your marriage, it's going to die. It will die, and you will become another statistic. And so that's what we're trying to help you with here, men. Step up and be the man that you were when you guys were dating. We see so often, men, just like Mike said, just completely, they go off with their buddies, they forget about the girl, and then they wonder why they got divorced again. Yeah. That's why. You have to do things for your lady, because she needs to know that she's your one and only, that she's special. And with all of the pressure, I'm not saying that men don't have pressure, but with all the pressure for women to look the best, be the right weight, have the perfect kids, have the perfect house, have it clean, all of that, it's a lot of pressure. And especially if you've got a working wife, that's even more pressure that she has to deal with on top of mom guilt. And I can tell you, none of that is fun. And so if you'll just do a few small things to help your wife to know that she is the most important thing to you on this planet, it will do your marriage so much good. One of the things Mike always does for me every single day that he works is he leaves me a little note on my mirror. And I don't see that note until I go in the bathroom to get ready. And it means a lot to me. So I have them all over the mirror and in my, I keep all of them because they mean a lot to me.
Yeah. I also, as a side note there, I also put a famous quote. We have a group that us and our boys are in, and their wives, and I put a famous quote every morning when I do the note for her. I put a different quote in that group as well. So, well, actually, that brings me into the am I leading? Okay, the other question, number 2, is am I leading or am I competing? Now, you might think that's the same as the last one. It's not. Okay, look, we come from the perspective that man's the head of the house. Okay, how you choose to do your house is up to you. But with our Christian background, that's just how we do things. So, are you leading? Are you setting the example, or are you trying to compete with your ex? Are you trying to show that you got bigger muscles? Are you trying to show that you got a bigger truck? Are you trying to show that you can tune those kids up because he just doesn't? That's not leadership. It's not leadership. Leadership is you are doing the things that you expect those kids to do. You are doing the things for your wife that need to be done, that would really help her throughout her day. Okay, so when it comes to leading is, it's multifaceted, but it's really simple at the same time. Are you the kind of person that somebody could follow? All right, now a lot of guys, I know that there are a lot of dudes out there with self-esteem issues and confidence issues, and you're like, man, I don't want anybody to follow me. Okay, if you are in a family and you have a wife and you have kids, it's too late. You're already in a leadership role. You can't hide from it. You can't duck from it. You need, like we used to say in the Army, you just need to wrap both arms around it and give it a big old hug, okay? Because you got to deal with it. So are you leading or are you competing? Quit competing and give that family the guy that they need.
I'm just going to be straight with you guys. The women's lib movement would not have gone as far if men would just step up. Yep. Stop being a baby about it and just do it, because no woman is going to respect you if you're just crying in the corner about something that hurt your feelings. Another thing I really appreciate about Mike is he doesn't whine. He just does it, he takes things on himself, and I appreciate that about him. So that's part of leading men, is being manly enough to admit your mistakes, but also make decisions for the family without worrying about what might happen or how the kids.
Not that I've never whined. We all have our days.
Well, I would say, he does a good job.
So bringing us into number 3, are you threatened or secure? All right, really? Okay, so all 3 of these tie together. All right, are you pursuing your wife, which is gonna say, am I being a proper leader? And then coming into this, am I threatened or secure? The ex, who cares? Yeah. Who cares? If that guy has targeted you, it's because he has no self-esteem. It's because he knows he screwed up when he lost the wife. Yeah. Okay. If he's becoming, now we're talking about generally. We're not talking about the guys who are staring through the windows and things like that. Obviously, that's a whole different deal. But on average, exes will try to appeal to their ex if they can at all, even the angry ones. Okay. So, and it's because they realize what they've done. So don't be threatened, okay? Embrace the leadership that you have in your household. Embrace your privilege to pursue your wife. It's because really that's what it is. It's a privilege. This woman has decided to be with you. She's decided to give it another go. She's decided that you are the guy she wants to give it another go with. All right? And so step up.
Right.
Step up. It's not going to kill anybody. Embrace it. Don't be threatened by it.
Exactly. All right. Well, that concludes our thing today.
Our session.
Yeah, that. On comparing yourself to her ex. We hope that this helped you and gave you maybe some new thoughts or, new ways of thinking, and that sort of thing. So we hope that this helped you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. We'd love it if you'd share it or subscribe to our channel. You can do all of that below, and we're so very thankful for you and just for you listening and, you know, taking the time to try to learn new tips and tricks. So we will talk to you again soon. Bye.